as the world changes, so must the way we do things. It's not just about caning. This is especially so when it comes to the training of graduates. The use of technology is key in enhancing the readiness of graduates for the constantly changing world of work. Now, Heritage Christian College is a university based here in the Greater Accra region, seeking to break the cycle of graduates who are not ready for the world. And we have guests from the college to interact with us on what is trending at Heritage Christian College. I have with me to my immediate left enrollment officer at HCC, Michael Opong. Michael, good morning. And then sitting next to him is the head of the Department of Business, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Alexander Asma. Good morning. Happy New Year to you, gentlemen.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Good to have you all here. So I'll start with you, Dr. Asma. So why is technology very critical to our world today?
Well, the age in this world has changed. The world has moved from several stages. We have reached a point where technology is used in almost everything. And it is because we have dominion over everything. We can do whatever we want to do at whatever time. And the human mind wants to do things easier, not through the hard way. And so as we started learning, started researching, we found ways to do things far easier than in those ages. And we have gotten to a point where now everything, if not almost everything, is done through technology. And so with that in mind, it has changed our whole mindset. It has changed our whole approach to life. It has changed our whole world view. It has changed our way of living. And so we cannot do away with it now. It is critical for us because we have moved away from doing things the hard way and now focus on doing things in a much easier way with better productivity. Yes.
And all the more reason why educational institutions need to provide this kind of launch pad for the changes that are happening in the world.
Exactly.
Now, we want to know how your institution, Heritage Christian College, is placing huge emphasis or focus on technology and innovation in the way you teach your students.
Okay, so our mindset is the world has changed from the past 20 years. Let's just do 30 years. But if you look at a lot of curriculums, the studies, what you studied, the person who completed the university in 1992 and the person who completed the university in 2022 probably did the same courses across, right? Now, if the world has changed, why is that the case? So our approach is, no, the world has changed into a technological era. Every student who goes to the university, regardless of the program or the course he or she does, must learn technology. The world of business is focused on technology because businessmen want to increase productivity, want more profit, and so they will adopt technology. And so there's the need for the educational institution to train people who can use the technology, who can build systems out of the technology, and who can make things easier. So when you go to the university and you are unable to do that, there will be a seemingly disconnect between you and the industry. And that is what we seek to do at Heritage Christian College. We make sure that any person who comes through the doors of Heritage needs to do something about technology. A lot of our problems in the society can be solved with technology. I mean, if you are in the house, we went to one of the secondary schools in the Western region last month, and we were explaining to them, you are in your village, there is a borehole, which is a common practice in the country. There's a borehole. Everybody goes there and draw from the borehole. And that is a lot of work. But with appropriate knowledge, showing them how you can use 20 minutes of work to develop a system that will just draw the water for everybody with just a touch of a button, with just a clap of a hand. And these are things that changes how we work in the society, and it makes our work easier. Why should I draw this thing? I used to draw it in the past. I shouldn't be doing that in 21st century. The same way, if a nurse is in a village somewhere without everything available, that nurse should be able to develop some system that will help or make his or her work much easier than it is. But we need to know, and that is why we at Heritage says, regardless of the program that you do, you need to have a very good appreciation, not basic, a good knowledge of technology, and apply it in everything that we do. And so, which is part of our curriculum. Besides the normal curriculum that you go through, we have extra curriculum activities. My department organizes what we call the IT boot camp. The IT boot camp, we train everybody in the school, usually, and now students are expecting the IT boot camp every semester, because it's 3 days in a semester where we do some intensive training, robotics, mobile app development, wireless area, everything about IT, anything, we keep switching it up.
Right.
And it's non-IT majors are able to appreciate a lot more things which they are not doing in their classroom, but these things help them and build them to have a different worldview or different ideas of how to work in the world.
Awesome. Before I bring in Michael to talk about the courses, I just want to find out how the world of work that we are in is impacting the education that you are delivering at HCC.
Well, the world of work has changed. The world of work has changed. What we continuously hear in industry is that we are training people who cannot come and do the work immediately. So industry would expect somebody with 3, 5, 4, 5 years experience. But the person just finished the university. How do you expect this person who just finished the university to go in and have 3, 4, 5 years experience before you? It is mostly because these people lack the skill. Now, if you don't have the skill to do that work, there are people who have left the university and have gone straight into the world of work, and because they have the skill, they are able to do the work quite easily. But when you don't acquire the skills whilst you are in the university level, you struggle. And that is what industry is complaining about. And that is where we say, no, let's ensure that anybody who comes to the university through Heritage acquire those skills which we think are very critical to your success in the world of work. If you're an accountant, besides your normal accounting duties that you should know, an accountant needs to have an understanding of system development. How can I develop a software? One main problem in this country, we talk about it, reducing our import. But when we talk about reducing our import, a lot of the time we think about reducing import on food, but we import a lot of technology. Almost all technology in this country.
So we should be depending more on Ghanaian stuff instead of importing technology.
Instead of importing we import cars, we import software, we import camera, we import everything.
It's not just rice.
It's not just rice.
Right.
So, and these softwares, an accounting software, these softwares that the accountants leave school and go and use, if they have the right tools, they can build them themselves.
Yeah.
And it just needs time.
I mean, you make a great point, and I'm bringing Michael in. I make a great, because I look at, say, Koreans and Chinese and Japanese on WhatsApp. They have the communication in their characters,
Exactly.
And Korea it's only Koreans who speak Koreans, but they've developed something for themselves. It's only Japanese who speak Japanese, and they've developed. So we should be thinking along the lines of using our own stuff and not relying too much on imports. Let me go to Michael now. So tell me what courses are available at Heritage Christian College.
Yes, so the available programs now are Bachelor of Science Information Technology. We also have Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting, banking and finance, human resource management, HR, and that's marketing and business information technology management. We also have Bachelor of Theology, and we have some upcoming programs, some health related, IT related, business related.
Bachelor of Theology?
Yeah.
You don't teach prophecy or anything?
No.
You don't? It's theology?
It's theology.
All right. Tell us about the admission process. I mean, how do you apply?
Yeah, currently admission is in progress. We are admitting till maybe early part of February. So interested persons can just buy the online serial number with a short code *789 *300# and get the online serial number. Visit our website www.acuc.edu.gh and apply and get instant admission. So between now and maybe early part of February, you can get instant admission because we have some slots available. The next intake will be in April.
Is it residential stay or hostels? I mean, how do people?
Yeah, we have hostels. Mm-hmm. We have hostels available.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. Dr. Asma, if I had two graduates from HCC and another university, what would make the HCC graduates stand out?
Okay, I'll say I'll say four things. One, the HCC graduate is most likely going to be entrepreneurial because it goes to the fabric of what we do at ACC. We make sure one of our standing point is you need to think on your own. You do not need to think that after school I need to look for a job. How do I create a job? How do I break competition? How do I start my own? That is one thing a student from Heritage will most likely be. The second point is technology. Any student from Heritage would have very good appreciation of technology. Then we have what we call philanthropy. We believe that as the world gives to us, we are all in a privileged place. There are so many people who are not where we are. There are so many people who are struggling. But as the world gives to us, we need to give back to the society. And so we go, a student from Heritage is more likely to give back to society. And the last but not the least that a student from Heritage will exhibit will be ethics. We insist or we ensure that ethics is transcend in everything that we do. Besides it being part of our curriculum, we have so many extracurriculum activities on ethics.
Like what?
Oh, we do a lot of ethical training on our General Assembly. And on a daily basis, we have a General Assembly where we discuss some topical ethical issues.
Okay, what are the big topical issues that are going to be discussed? I mean, if I were to walk into a class today, what would be the big ethical conversation that I will be having today?
Well, gambling.
Okay.
It's something that is
the investors.
you know.
Yeah. EPL investors.
Oh, you understand?
Watching football and on the phone.
It is something that is disturbing a lot of young.
The World Cup got
young
problems,
people.
man.
It sports a lot of people's target. But it is something that is more of a problem than seeing it as an investment because really it is a game of chance. It's not an investment.
Yeah, but they call themselves investors. It's ironic, right?
I know. It's not really an investment. If you see the risk and return rewards, I don't see that as an investment, but and it's a conversation that we need to have to see what our ethical positions are and how, as individuals, if I have small money, why not use it to generate something that will bring me more instead of going to use it as in a game of chance. If I lose it, I lose it. If I gain, I gain. But then if you put it in something that will generate more to help the greatest number of people in the society. So we have several discussions depending on the general conditions in the country.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to leave you the last word. You make sure that people enroll.
Yeah.
What's your last word? What people have to remember from this conversation concerning Heritage Christian College? Michael.
Okay. Personally, I think I believe in the vision of the university. They have solid values. And so it's an opportunity to everybody out there. You don't have to wait because you didn't get your preferred program, saying that you want to go to school next year. There is an opportunity. So I will encourage everybody to, pick a form today and get instant admission and be part of this family that is cultivating leaders who are entrepreneurial and who are technology driven.
What are your socials? Social media?
Yeah, so on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is ACC Ghana. And on LinkedIn, Heritage Christian College.
We need you guys on TikTok because we are on TikTok. GTV is on TikTok, baby.
We'll come.
That is true.
We'll come on TikTok.
Join us there. Dr. Asma, last word for you.
Well, I would not overemphasize the need to use technology.
All right.
As a country, I think we need to find a way to make sure technology is part of everything that we do. It is the way forward. The West is where they are because they started thinking about technology 30 years ago. We need to start thinking about it now. And we need to find ways to bring it to everything that we do. And so I'll just open my arms and say anybody interested in ACC should come and enjoy what we are offering.
We thank you so much, Alexander and Michael from Heritage Christian College. Enroll now. I'm sure that's what Michael will be telling you. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Enjoy the rest of your... It's in Amasaman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Amasaman.
I'm in that area. I'll pass through.
Thank you.
I'll come look for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, you're watching GTV Breakfast 9:36. My name is Kafui Day, and the next guest, if he does not have a TikTok account, I will be very surprised because he's an award-winning rapper, singer. Of late, he wrote a letter to a gentleman who has been in the news for such a long time. His album has 3 words that you need if you want to be successful: blood, sweat, and tears. His name, we'll find out after the break. He sits down with Valerie. Let me tease you small. I'm sure he has a TikTok account. You stick around.